back to another movie review. Just to point out before the review begins, this won't have any bits and bobs, and usually when I do a review I try and incorporate some kind of fun clips and stuff, but because this is just an in the cinema release, I'm going to do it box down and you're going to sit and look at me and put some pictures around. We'll just do it like that. I hope that's okay. So, you know, cinema release, cinema in the cinemas movies, I probably will do it like that just because it's quicker for me. I know that it's difficult to think of certain things. For some movies it's like, what? So I hope that's okay with you guys. But yeah, moving on. Last week, did you see it? Last week I went and saw Blended with Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler. I chose to see it. I saw the trailer when I went to see The Other Woman. If you guys want a review on that, let me know in the comments below. But I did have a join me at the cinema. So I went to see The Other Woman, and I saw the trailer for Blended whilst, you know, at the beginning. And I thought, you know what, that actually looks pretty funny. It looks kind of like a good time. Looks a little bit silly, but, you know. And I was kind of like, you know, torn between, because of course, with Adam Sandler's recent movies, they have just been, I mean, That's My Boy was just, I mean, it was okay, but it definitely is not something that I would pay to go see at the cinema and be excited about. And Jack and Jill, never will I get through that movie. So, you know, I was kind of like, well, it's a bit of a tricky one because of these movies have been so, but Drew Barrymore, big fan of her, I think she's great, and, you know, I really love her a lot. So, and of course, with them both having been in 50 First Dates before, as a kid I watched 50 First Dates all the time. I grew up on that movie and I adored it. So I was like, you know, it's going to be fun to see them both together again and everything like that. So just like, you know, I want to go see it, just have a fun time, not have to think about much, and just see if I enjoy it. And do you know what? I don't exactly know what critically has been said about this. I presume not the best, I guess. I don't know. I've heard some people say some not that great things about it, but I haven't heard terrible things. But I personally enjoyed it. I had a fun time. I liked it. I laughed. It was kind of heartfelt at moments, you know. It sounds so stupid, but I think it kind of had it. I was happy with this. If his movies now carry on from here upwards, I'll be happy. It kind of reminded me a bit of Just Go With It, which I love, by the way. So, you know, basically we have Drew Barrymore, who is a single mother of 2 boys, and Adam Sandler, who is a single father of 3 girls. When they first meet, you know, they don't know that, and they go on this blind date because, you know, they get set up and they go to Hooters, and basically it does not go well. Then through a series of events, Drew Barrymore's best friend and co-worker, the person who she is seeing actually turns out to be Adam Sandler's boss. She was supposed to be going away with him to Africa but then found out that he has 5 children, so she's like, no way, I don't want to go, and all this. But the Africa trip, you know, it's a bit far-fetched, but it was already paid for, and so Drew Barrymore is light of this and thinks, oh, you know, I'd love to do that. I can't pay the full price, but I could offer him a bit because it's non-refundable, so it's better for him to get something than nothing. She rings him, says all that. Adam Sandler, of course, with him being someone who works, so finds out as well, does the same thing, and the guy thinks, you know what, this is going to work out well because I'll sell it to both of them and make more money. Obviously doesn't really say anything, so he sells it to them both, and they both get there to South Africa, and then, you know, they realise, and it all kind of goes from there. It's really beautiful settings. I mean, you know, they've got safari and all great stuff like that. Really, really beautiful looking. It's a very funny movie. They end up at this place where it's for blended families. That's like where the people were going originally, and, you know, so it's kind of a funny mix and stuff, and it's all about, it's like a place where it's not just a holiday, it's all like kind of about trying to get the families closer and that kind of thing. And the guy who does the songs really was kind of funny. I mean, it was just kind of cheesy but funny. And the littlest girl, Adam Sandler's littlest girl, was so cute and so funny. She had some really, really funny lines, some really, really cute scenes. I really, really loved her. She was really funny. And, you know, there's a lot of funny moments in the trailer as well. Well, there's, you know, there's a couple, and they're still funny in the movie, but there is also more funny moments that aren't shown in the trailer, so that's always a good thing. Sometimes you can go see a funny movie and you've seen all the funny bits already, but no, there is some funny things that aren't in the trailer. But as well as it being a comedy, I think it kind of did well with the mix of comedy and heartfelt. You know, there's some movies where it was really, really sweet and really heartfelt and you really cared kind of about the characters. It was very, very sweet, and then it also would be a good family movie. So yeah, it's kind of good. It's like a family movie, comedy, kind of sweet at points, you know, so I think it did well. I really personally enjoyed it. I'd watch it again. I'd buy it when it came out. It's going to be one of them great rainy day movies that'll lift you up. You know, I left the cinema and at moments at the cinema when there were songs I was dancing. Well, I wasn't completely dancing, I was just dancing in my chair. And I was having a good time. So that's all you want from a movie sometimes. You just want to go, have a good time. And that's what I got. So overall, I enjoyed this movie. I don't know what I'd rate it out of 10. Let's see. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. It was definitely, you know, a good comedy, and it was just fun, like I say. So yeah, definitely, if you are into that kind of stuff, if you have pushed this aside because of Adam Sandler's last movies, it is not in the realm of those. It's definitely a lot better, a lot higher quality. He's not super annoying in this movie, which is great. You know, sometimes I can't stand his overly annoyingness in some movies. So I really liked the way he was in this movie. It was all good and fine. And personally, I enjoyed it. So go check it out if you've kind of thought, no, I don't want to see that. Maybe give it another look, because I personally really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, that's it for this review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below if you want me to see more reviews of cinema movies, yeah. And I'll try and get some more. Let me know what you think. Until then, guys, see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are a newbie, thumbs up this video, and I'll see you then. Goodbye!